ocean current is? Let's take a look at this video. Take a closer look at the video. Do you see the sea? Look at how the water body is moving on the sea. This is called what? An ocean what? Current. Just a surrounding of us. So you can see this is what? A beach, yeah? So this is what? An ocean what? Current. Can you see it moving there? Yeah. How deep this water is? It looks so beautiful, blue in color. And you can see how they are moving. So the movement of water on the sea is what we call what? An ocean what? Current. So when the sea, the water body is moving, we call it what? A current. That is what you have to say. You can't go and say, you can't go and stand by the ocean and say, okay, the ocean is moving. Or you say the movement of the ocean. No, you say ocean what? Current. So like I said, ocean current means what? The movement of what? The sea, water. So ocean current are continuous, predictable, directional movement of seawater driven by what? Wind. So when there's a continuous movement, the one you can predict, can say, okay, this water is coming, it will be coming to the left. You can see the ocean current coming, it's coming to the right. Sometimes when you're swimming, you see the current coming, you're able to say, okay, it's coming straight to me, let me dive into it. That's why we say it is a continuous, and it's also what? Predictable movement of what? Of the seawater, driven by what? Wind. So what causes the movement to take place? The movement is taking place by wind, water density. So the wind, you should know, is the movement of what? Of air. When air is moving and becomes strong, we call it what? A wind. Then we say the wind what? Density. Density means how heavier or lighter wind is. If a wind is stronger, moving faster, we say it has a higher density. And if a wind is moving lighter, we say it has what? A lower density. So how heavier the wind is blowing on top of what? The sea. And also what we call what? The Earth's rotation. Rotation of the Earth simply means when the Earth moves on its axis, which takes 24 hours. And with that, we are able to have day and what? And night. The spinning of the Earth is what we call the Earth's what? Rotation. So with the Earth's rotation, when something is rotating, it's moving, plus the density of what? Of wind. And not only that, also plus what? The seawater driven away by wind and water density will be able to tell us what or how the movement of an ocean current will be. I've mentioned three things: rotation of the Earth, the water density, how heavier or denser the seawater is or the water is. That is what we call the density of water. And the wind, that's the amount of air that is moving on what? On the ocean, will be able to what? To determine how the current what will be. So in natural sense, I want to say the Earth, all these things act as the planet's circulatory system, transferring heat from the equator to the poles and significantly regulating global climate. So when you see that the ocean current is moving or the water is moving, know that it has something major that is playing. It helps us to regulate the temperature of a place. Remember, people live in different latitudes. People live in different latitudes. Some live in the equator, some live in the Tropic of Cancer, Capricorn, some live in the Arctic Circle, some also live in in the Antarctic Circle. So when this happens, some places which are closer to the sun, the ocean there are more warmer. And places which are far away from the sun, like the North Poles and the South Poles, the sun is very far away from them. Therefore, their oceans are mostly very cold. So the warmer current will move towards the colder current, and the colder current will move also towards the warmer, so that energy can be can be balanced. So that if it's cold, it doesn't freeze and freeze and freeze and freeze. If it's warmer, the place does not become warmer and and warmer. That is the significance of of the ocean current. So when you see the ocean current moving, don't think it doesn't have any significance. Its significance is that it helps to regulate temperatures, reducing global warming, and also changes the climate of a place. And not only that, it also helps to distribute nutrients You can find out that some places, the nutrients in part of the ocean where you are living, they have more nutrients, more minerals in the water. So the currents help it to distribute it all around the ocean so that the aquatic animals can be able to feed efficiently. Not only that, it also helps with what? Marine life. That is true. The aquatic animals that live in the ocean. So if there's regulating of what? Of this temperature, it helps them to adapt to that what? Marine life, so that they can be able to learn. They can be able to live. So this is all about what? Ocean current that I needed you to understand. The world that God has created is so magnificent. Whatever he does that for what? A reason. See you next time on Ocean Currents. Bye.